Whatever she's drinking, I got it. What's up, I'm Tariq.
I'm Anya.
Nice to meet you, Anya.
Leave Anya alone. We don't need Noma coming around here sniffing shit out.
You want revenge?
I gotta become the apex predator.
I know exactly what the fuck we got going on.
But no, when enough is enough.
Just say the word.
Can't wait to see his body turn cold.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video. We're here after the air of season 4 episode 4 of Power Book 2 Ghost, and there's one last episode, the mid-season finale, before they go on break. And with that, I told you guys a few months ago that every single scene that we saw was only gonna take place in the first 5 episodes. So basically what that means is any leaked scenes from trailers or that you've seen on social media or anything like that has to take place in this last episode before they go on break. And with that, we're gonna be able to point out a bunch of clues and details that we're gonna see be revealed happen in the last and final episode. And in this video, we're mainly gonna be focused on Tariq, Anya Covington, and of course Noma Cane. In this episode, it will be exposed to them that Tariq is still in the game. Of course, we see Cane in the fight clubs that's owned by Zion, Tariq's new plug. And we also happen to see them walk into one of the parties. We see Tariq in the same setting with the same light and hear him telling Braden they know about everything. So we're going to break down all the clues and details of that, how Anya could possibly get Tariq out the situation, because we know they did eventually sleep together, so that is destined to happen in this episode since there was a leaked scene as well. So again, we just got to break down all the clues and details of what you guys could look out for in this last and final episode before the break, the mid-season finale. So as usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, to kick shit off with Tariq and Anya Covington, we know he had his eyes set on her for a while. Him and Effie saw the picture of her when they went to Milan, and of course, they knew this was their way from under Noma if they ever needed it. And when Tariq got Effie out of jail, she showed him everything he needed to know about Anya, that she was around their age, that she went to college, everything like that. And we know Tariq sent Pinky to have eyes on Anya, and that was very much needed because we know they tried to kill that nigga at the end of season 3. So with that, we saw in episode 1, Tariq tried to go and retrieve Anya and use her as leverage to get from under Noma. Unfortunately, that mission failed, but looks like God is on his side because him and Braden found a way to throw these parties so they could set up this product again, and she just so happens to be at one of them. So he pulls up on her acting like he doesn't know who the fuck she is, even though he does, and bags her. Bro officially has a Fantastic Four, and he really just another ghost, because no way he did this after just finding out Diana is pregnant. Video on their pregnancy tomorrow. Back to Tariq and Anya though, I point this out because I think she might be his saving grace going forward. Now let me explain. We know Noma and Cane is gonna find a way to Zion and to these fight clubs. Now Cane is fighting Zion specifically. I'm thinking he's more than likely gonna win, and they're looking for information, possibly about who's moving this new product, and that's what lead them to these parties. Now it could also be another angle where Noma is looking for her daughter, and this just so happens to be where she is. Now keep that in mind. After Cane and them win in these fight rings or get whatever information, the reason that they're there for, and it leads them to this party, we see that Noma and Cane and Tariq all spot one another. This is very important because we catch a glimpse in the trailer of someone pulling out a gun, and you can see they're standing next to Tariq. This has to be Cane. Once again, we see Tariq in his leather jacket standing next to him, and we see Cane and we know it's him because of these long sleeves that we could see him wearing with Noma in another scene. So he was possibly about to take Tariq out right then and there, or he could be questioning him about, is he the one moving the product, why the fuck he's here, what's going on. And if it's true that he was about to take him out, and Noma being there at the party and seeing Anya not trying to alert her to her real business, because we know from the first episode Anya doesn't know what Noma really does. this could be his saving grace going forward, and it also could be a reason we see that meetup later with Noma Cane, Tariq, and Davis, but we'll get back to that. Now, the reason I think it plays out like this because of more clues and details that was revealed and showed to us. Once again, we hear Tariq in the trailer telling Brayden they know everything about our business, about what's going on.
I know exactly what the fuck we got going on.
And if you look at the background, it seems like him and Brayden is still at the party. Why this is important is because this had to take place after the conversation with Cane, Noma, whatever happened in that moment. And we also knew that because we get a scene for literally a split second showing Cane walking away from Tariq at this party. Tariq kind of smiling, laughing. It looks like he got away with whatever. So I think, of course, this is all connecting to one another. And this connects to us seeing Noma and Cane outside, where we hear Noma saying, "I can't wait to see his body turn cold."
Can't wait to see his body turn cold.
Just say the word.
And Cane told her, "Just say the word." Now, obviously, this has to be where the party is taking place because look at the background. It looks like a bunch of college students. It don't look like Zion's fight club or his hideout or whatever he got going on there. It looks like a bunch of teenagers, early adults partying. So I think this is where this scene takes place, and it showcases that they left the party for whatever reason. And I think it's because it had to have something to do with Anya being there, or Anya noticing, or Tariq having something on Anya, or there was no reason in this moment to let him go, because we know her and Tariq's relationship is gonna grow. As I mentioned, we saw the scenes of them sleeping with one another, and this has to take place within episode 5. And if that's the case, that means if their relationship is going to the next level and Noma possibly noticed that Anya is taking a liking to him, she can't take him out. Like, she can't do it because her daughter would then know something was up. She already lost her dad, doesn't have any idea what's that about. So Noma can't keep eliminating people from her life, especially if this is gonna be her new boyfriend. So just off that alone, he's gonna get a free pass. And that brings us to the meetup I mentioned earlier, where we could see Noma and Cane meeting with Davis and Tariq. And this is when I think they come to another form of a truce, I guess you could say. I really don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see this conversation because we know it's happening in episode 5, but the episode 6 description that we're not going to see wait till September talks about Tariq and Brayden trying to get back in Noma's good graces. So I gotta see how this conversation plays out in the first place to see how they fix whatever they did going forward. Also, who knows, this could low-key happen in reverse, where we see them go to the party and everything first, that situation happens, they let him go, and then they track down his plug Zion from, of course, the Roman kid that Cane took out in the last episode, and they realize that they had that whole connection, and that's how we get the fight scenes and everything falls apart. They take out his plug instead of him, which could still work in their favor because once again she leaves Tariq alive, Anya's still happy, nothing really goes wrong, and then that's what leads Tariq and Brayden back to her when the season returns, which makes sense because I don't see how they would get from under Zion just like going back to Noma. I think they have to take him out some way, shape, or form. So maybe Cane beats him after this, and this is how they solve their problem. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. That's just speculation at this point. Something also interesting to bring up is, of course, Diana's pregnancy. I did say we're gonna dive into it tomorrow, but I'm wondering when Drew and Cane will be revealed about her pregnancy, if it'll be in episode 5, because if it is, I guess you could already say Cane doesn't give a fuck about family because he still wants to kill Drew and Diana anyway. So even if he found out Tariq was the father of her child and he's telling Noma just say the word, I'll still kill him, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna even lie, but I do just expect Anya to be the biggest or the main reason they can't take out Tariq. Also, for the simple fact that I wouldn't think there would be a point of introducing them to one another. Anya has rarely been seen. She get like one scene per episode, so I'm hoping they're planning on doing something with this, building off it, and this the way I see that it actually makes sense. How far does Anya and Tariq's relationship progress? That has yet to be seen. I know some of you guys think she's gonna get pregnant too, which is crazy. I even see people saying Effie is gonna try to get pregnant once she finds out about Diana. Y'all just love this shit. It's low-key funny to me, but I don't think it's gonna go to that extent. And if it does, that's gonna be wild. I even seen somebody with a theory saying the reason we see Tariq in Club Truth is because Anya got it back for him. I think the fact that we're gonna see that scene within episode 5 is way too early for her to just be giving that nigga money. So I don't think that's the case. I think more than likely this is a hallucination scene of him back at Club Truth, but we're gonna dive into that later this week before episode 5. Overall though, that's it for this video. You can leave all your thoughts and opinions on everything down below. I think this pretty much makes sense. Once again, I point out a lot of scenes we haven't received yet. They're all definitely going to take place in this last episode. They definitely didn't show us a single scene from what we're going to get in part 2. So that means we could expect a whole new trailer at least in mid-August before the second half of the season comes out, which we have a lot more to break down and get through, which I'm excited about. But still, this mid-season finale should go out with a bang. I think everyone's pretty much expecting a big debt. We're gonna have to see what it is. I want to continue to see them use Anya Covington in a smart way. I'm low-key worried they're gonna just waste Zion away. If Cane just beats the shit out of him, he's gonna be another mecha, basically wasted potential. Was no need for this character, but we're gonna have to find out come the mid-season finale. As usual, you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.